California. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Chargers of San Diego.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
All right, let's go. All right, let's see. Hard. Here we go, strike.
Willis going to throw it right away.
That throw right sideline is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Ready.
And he's across the 45. It'll be second down. The Chargers in trouble to start play. 6-8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8. Willis looking to throw it.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you've got to think to yourself, maybe I'll bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Show something good, bro. Show something good, bro.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
I know my running back here.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Lance going to throw.
Not turn the ball over.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but
here he goes left side.
How about this? He's to the 10.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there.
With his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That good for 19 at a first down.
19 yards. First down, Broncos.
Okay, ready?
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll work down inside the 45. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is We want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg Dulcich, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are once again back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7.
Chargers 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
Now Drake loses the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
they're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Trap 60, trap 60.
Now Willis on third down.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
On 41-yard line.
What's up?
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, check. Ready?
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
All right, man. I think he's in the same boat though. This shit either yellow or red.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams.
Taken down at the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
30-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third string back.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
No.
Willis looking to throw it. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick.
Easy, Roger.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
And the Broncos 1st down.
Boy just got a locker there. Come to practice. Here we go. Here we go. Check, man. Show it when I need you. Professional.
Off of play action. Here's Lance.
Oh!
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Broncos 20, Chargers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first intercept. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he
takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. And they'll accept that penalty.
Yeah, it get bad when my defense playing good.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come out that game.
Willis to try again after the pick six.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Now Willis.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now Lance throwing on second down.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Javonte Williams.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Safe to say, yeah, you better take him out the game. Yeah, you better take him out. Yeah, you better take him out, bro.
15-yard line.
Take it to the house. Come on, bring it back. Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up fourth.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, Plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away, taking it about the 36.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On first down, Lance.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And Lance now to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
That meter want to get in my way so bad.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 7.
Atta boy. What about the rain?
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Ready. Check pink. Ready.
A give left side to Robinson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Robinson will try to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Here we go.
Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Yeah, the Broncos are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the micro.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Chargers 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Make sure I get this set. It'll happen.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
I play in 2 leagues where we can trust all the commissioners to do right by the people. I'll say that. Well, unless these leagues shut down, I ain't got nowhere.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Sucks for you if you ain't got a good league, man.
On 1st and 10, Knox.
Oh, I should have.
This one caught by Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Moody.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Knox. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
Yeah, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
They try the left side here with Williams. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Play action. Now it's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Lance now on first down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Robinson up the middle.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
That's the only thing I'm worried about in the AFC, the Bills. Only person to beat.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Williams running left. And he lost the football and picked up by the Chargers. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Even though that shit be annoying as fuck some days, boy. Hey, I still love it.
Looking to throw. Knox.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Oh, that's another.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
Again, it's Robinson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
No!
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there, with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game.
And the Broncos extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Play action. That's my game.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play, but sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
The Chargers on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Broncos 58, Chargers 7.
I might not talk a good game though, like just cause, man. 'Cause this wasn't
The
really a
Broncos
good game.
kickoff
I
unit
wouldn't
out there to
like,
kick this one
feel bad
away.
for that good game. It was a good game for me. I know it wasn't.
And here
a good
comes a
game.
return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice, and that often runs you into a penalty.
Now a give right side. It's Moody. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Now a third down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Good side there, rookie.
And they will take a knee here.
Get us out of here, Rook.
Let's go now.
And they take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Broncos, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for the...
All right, I'm out. Go have some family time. GG's.
AOD.